Did you ever find yourself in a position where it doesn't feel like God is where you are? Like you've gone someplace where God's not, and you're feeling alone and you're feeling discouraged? There's a guy in the Bible named Jacob, and he runs into that problem. And he's in that problem it's his own fault. Because Jacob, his name even means basically conniver. Jacob was a conniver from the time he was a little kid. He was always cheating and stealing and doing things he shouldn't be doing. And when he became an adult, he was still a conniver. He was still manipulating everything he could manipulate. And one day, he managed to manipulate it so that he cheated his brother out of half of his inheritance. Just pulled off a huge con with his mom's help. And then when he got done, when he'd gotten the birthright, as it was called, when he had that, he realized something. His brother, Esau, was bigger and meaner and stronger and scarier than Jacob was. So Jacob did what any conniver does in those situations. With the help of his mom, he split town. He evacuated the premises. He headed to go stay with an uncle and probably find a wife while he's out there. And so he's running away, and in the middle of the trip, he's running, and there's an amazing story that you may have heard of, Jacob's Ladder, where he has this dream, and he's dreaming, he's laying down outside, sleeping outside, and he has this dream. It's not as much a ladder as a staircase that leads to heaven. And he wakes up the next morning, and he says this, and it's pretty cool. It's Genesis 28, verse 16. It says, when Jacob awoke from his sleep, he thought, surely the Lord is in this place, and I was not aware of it. Surely the Lord was in this place, and I was not aware of it. See, here's the deal. Anywhere you are, God is. Because God's all present, for one thing. So it doesn't matter where you go, there is God. But also, if you're a follower of Christ, God's Spirit is in you, so you take Him everywhere you go. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Sometimes you're in a place and it feels like you've been abandoned. It feels like you're alone. It feels like it feels bad. And you've forgotten that God is where you are. And Jacob stopped. After that dream, he woke up and he said, surely the Lord is in this place. And he built a little monument for himself. And sometimes when you're in those really bad spots, when things are going wrong, it's a good idea to stop and say, God is in this place. Find a little token of grace somewhere in where you are, and mentally build a monument to it and say, yeah, God's here. Everything's going to be okay. And that's today's Jumpstart. I haven't reminded you guys of this for a while, or not very often, but if you're liking the Jumpstart, there might be somebody else in your life who would like it too. So why don't you share it with somebody else, or why don't you tag somebody? Why don't you just comment on it or like it, or do something to let other people know that it's here, because they might like it just as much as you do. Have a great day.